What's going on, guys? Just here back to my channel, and tonight was a good night for WWE. Well, some good matches, some not. Whatever. Yeah. Anyways, there were some good matches on tonight. So, you guys can tell. Yeah, y'all probably like, why is he wearing headphones and stuff? Blah blah. We don't see him do that. So yeah, for first time ever on this video, for right now, guys, I'll be wearing these headphones because yeah, you've been for right now, so don't so hear nobody. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, tonight was kind of good and stuff. There were some good matches, and yeah, some sad moments and stuff, and yeah. So anyways, yeah, these are my gaming headset phones. So yeah, you can see right here the the thing, which I'll use. Um, anyways, so let's get to it then. All right, the first match is Bianca Belair versus Io Sky for the Raw Women's Championship. Even though Bianca Belair is on SmackDown, but I don't know how she's gonna lose the Raw. And yeah, so this is the first match of 7. So here we go. Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. Uh, Bianca Belair and Io Sky both got great reactions from the San Juan crowd. Things started out competitive, but this quickly turned out into the EST of WWE, showing her power by repeatedly body slamming her opponent. The genius of the Sky was all alone alone this time, but she still managed to make a comeback. She began to focus on the left arm of the champion as chants of "Let's go Io" echoed from the crowd. The longer the match went, the more the WWE Universe began to turn against the EST. Every time she got in some offense, the entire arena would begin to boo. You could see a look of excitement on Sky's face when Belair realized what was going on. She began playing into it a bit. When Sky locked her in a crossface submission, the fans erupted as the champ struggled to escape the crowd. Turned the challenger into the babyface in less than 10 minutes and ended up making the match so much more entertaining as it continued. Bayley and Dakota Sky came down and tried to help provide a distraction, offer support, but Belair was able to hit the KOD to score the win. So yeah, it was a good match. Not too bad. Moments here. The show opened with a video that heavily featured Bad Bunny. Io Sky's music is great and was definitely the right choice to use that over the damage control theme. Belair wasn't necessarily acting like a heel, but she stopped acting as much of a babyface when she saw how things were going. Anyone can be billed as having the best moonsault, but Sky has earned that title. It always looks great, so great. All right, the second match, Almas versus Seth Rollins. This was an okay match, So yeah, here we go. The crowd gave Rollins the expected reaction during his entrance, but before he could get his jacket off, Almas attacked him with a round kick as the Nigerian giant continued to beat him down. The fans kept singing the Visionaries theme. Every time Rollins tried to get a little momentum going, he would run into almost like he was hitting a brick wall. The big man was taking advantage of the wild audience and punishing the Visionary with everything he could come up with. The former world champion did a lot to sell Almas, but once it was his turn to shine, Rollins pulled out some fast-paced sequences that popped the crowd every time. Almas easily blocked the stomp with pure strength and hit a chokeslam that almost won him the match that went 10 minutes and 31 seconds. It might be the best performance we have seen from Almas today. Rollins hit the stomp from the top rope to get the win and get the crowd to sing his music one more time. Moments, 2 ballots in, and this was already one of the best crowds of the year and may go down as one of the best of the decade. Everyone was so amped for everything that happened. Everyone in the arena made this match better by being so vocally active. Rollins should be commended commend, commended for how much he did to almost look good here. The big man looked better than anyone else has so far. Putting down a giant with a sleeper hold looks oddly familiar. Does anybody want a peanut? Yeah. Austin Theory versus Bronson Reed versus Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship. As the United States Championship match got underway, all three men started off hot. After a few minutes, Theory and Reed formed a tenuous alliance because that is what heels do in triple threat matches. Three-way bouts tend to play out in specific ways. The heels always dominate most of the action until one of them decides to turn on the other and try to win themselves. However, Reed was getting a lot of positive reactions from the crowd when Theory stopped him from hitting his top rope splash. There were audible jeers, whatever. Lashley still had the support of the crowd, but it felt like Reed may have been the preferred competitor by those in attendance as expected. A-Town stole the win, but you could see a lot of potential for an eventual Reed victory. This was a solid outing for three great athletes. The moments the ref was in the way when Theory tried to hit a rolling dropkick from the apron, so it came off looking a little awkward. Lashley's delayed vertical suplex is always impressive. Reed going for a moonsault brings up memories of Bam Bam Bigelow. Alright, the fourth match. Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega. SmackDown for the SmackDown Women's Championship belt. SmackDown Women's Champion Ripley changed up her usual dark look for white gear with purple accents for her title match against Vega. The Eradicator taunted her challenger and cornered her, but Vega's quickness allowed her to avoid any punishment. She grabbed a flip-flop from the crowd and threw it at Ripley before hitting her with a dropkick through the ropes. Once the powerhouse was able to ground the challenger, she took her apart before pinning her with the riptide for the win. This match could have used few more minutes, but everything we got was great. Once the crowd fed into everything they were doing and gave Vega a great welcome. So it wasn't a bad match. Vega had a special entrance outfit with the huge Puerto Rico flag as her cape. She and Ripley both looked awesome. Michael Cole said Vega was dedicating this match to her late father, so there was even more reason for her to be emotional. Ripley's counter her Corona into a powerbomb looked awesome. Bad Bunny versus Demon Priest. This is the fifth match. Street fight. San Juan, Puerto Rico's street fight match. Alright. In WWE's first ever San Juan street fight, Priest took on the man he once called a close friend, international singing star Bad Bunny. Both men received appropriate responses, but WWE made sure to play Bunny's music for a little longer than usual because the crowd was so into it. The Archer of Infamy shoved Bad Bunny to the corner to prove he was stronger, but the musician quickly showed he wasn't here to joke around by almost pinning Priest. Whenever the powerhouse was in control, the crowd gave him the appropriate heat. Whenever Benito made a comeback, everyone would cheer. It went back and forth like that a few times, but it took them some time before they began to take advantage of the stipulation. Once they began using the environment and weapons, they also took the match into the crowd. They did a lot and had a long time to work, so they overserved the fans in more than one way. Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor came out to interfere before Rey Mysterio ran down to make the save. He was taken down, and former WWE star Carlito Carlito showed up. Man, I didn't expect that at all. Then made a surprise appearance he and Ray cleared the ring of the rest of the Judgment Day, who were then cut off in the aisle by Savio Vega. I hope I said that right. And the LWO. Balor and Dom took a severe beating as they were run off, which allowed Bad Bunny to apply figure four lock to injured knee of Priest. He failed to win with the submission, so he grabbed a chair and started teeing off. In the end, it was a Canadian destroyer that secured the win for the hometown hero. This match was exactly what it needed to be. Some of you didn't have at least bit of fun watching this. You just see, yeah, Bad Bunny won. Oh shoot, I didn't say who won the other matches. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so the first match was Bianca Belair, still Raw Women's champion. The winner for the second match was Seth Rollins. Third match was Austin Theory. The fourth match was Rhea Ripley, still SmackDown Women's Champion. And then Bad Bunny won the fifth match. So, yeah. Alright. The Usos and Sikoa versus Riddle, Zayn, and Owens. So I can't talk. The Usos and Sikoa were almost finished, guys. So, yeah. The Usos and Sikoa were out first to take on Riddle and Owens and Zayn in a six-man match. Paul Heyman was not with the Bloodline for this one. Jay and Zayn started for their teams. As soon as the former scored a takedown, he went to the corner to celebrate like he won something. Zayn made him pay with a clothesline. Any match with 6 or more competitors usually follows a certain pattern. Everyone gets time in the ring, and the heels usually control more of the match until someone makes a hot tag. Jay and Sikoa began to have some communication issues and talked a little trash to each other. Well, before Zayn knocked the ladder off the apron with a hell of a kick, he nailed Jay with another kick, but Sikoa saved his brother from the pin. He almost hit Jay with the Samoan spike, and it caused another argument. Despite all the tension, Sikoa ended up gaining the pin for his team over Riddle. This match meant okay, so the winners were the Bloodline. In moments as Rollins, the crowd sang Zayn's music for his entire entrance. The subtle thing Sikoa does, like being hesitant to slap hands with his brothers, are so good. He has low-key and been one of the best parts of the Bloodline. The Usos may overuse the super kick, but they always make it look good. Alright, guys, this is the main event. So here we go. Yeah, so we go. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. The main event of the night was the big showdown between Rhodes and Lesnar. After losing to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, the American Nightmare was looking to rebound and regroup, overcoming one of the biggest challenges. Rhodes attacked the Beast Incarnate by hitting a suicide dive before he even made it to the ring. He continued to attack Lesnar with the ring steps and a steel chair. The bell rang once they got into the ring, but Rhodes stayed on him and hit 2 disaster kicks in a row. He went for a third, but Lesnar caught him and hit a German suplex. Once he was in control, the Beast started taking him to Suplex City. Lesnar was busted open after a while, and Cody and Rhodes wiped some of his blood on his chest. He hit a Cody cutter, followed by 2 crossroads, but Lesnar kicked out. A few moments later, it was Rhodes who had to kick out the F5. Lesnar had him locked in a Kimura, but Rhodes rolled him over into a pin to steal the win. So yeah, Kurt Rhodes defeated Brock Lesnar in the main event of Backlash. The way the camera was positioned for the suicide dive was perfect. It looked like Rhodes came out of nowhere. You could see Lesnar counting the third disaster kick from a mile away. Lesnar was bleeding quite a bit. He looked really mad as the show was going off the air. So yeah, that was it, ladies and gentlemen. That was it for so 8 matches and stuff. 7 matches. which is not much, but yeah, it was okay. But man, the one that turned me up was Zelina Vega. Man, she turned it got emotional. Um, man. So, anyways, Bad Bunny was good. So the main event couldn't top Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. And yeah, so Bad Bunny and Damian Priest in that street fight was so fucking badass and stuff, man. I enjoyed that one. So yeah, it was good. So yeah, it was yeah, I loved it. So yeah, it wasn't too bad tonight. It was fun and myself. So yeah. Anyways, that was it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And not so like and subscribe or favorite whatever. Um, so hope you guys have a good night or good morning, or whatever, in the afternoon, wherever you guys are from. So yeah. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Laters.